So, hello everybody. Today I'll be talking on the application of trigonometry. As I told you in the very beginning, that trigonometry will help us in finding the heights and distances. Heights of mountains, distances between the width of the river, between the road of the two houses. We can also find what is the speed of the aeroplane moving on the sky, or how fast a steamer is approaching the bank of the river, how fast a car is moving. All these we can do with the help of trigonometry, what we have learned so far. So before we do that, we need to learn a few more terms. And these terms are: number one is called angle of elevation. Now, what is the angle of elevation? If I look from down onto any object here, say this is the object, and this is my ground level, and I am watching from here. This is the eyesight. If you look from down up, then the angle what it is made between two lines. One line is called the baseline, and this line which is looking upward is called the line of sight. Line of sight. So there is another word, line of sight. We are looking up to the object. The angle covered, suppose this angle is called theta, is called angle of elevation. To remember this, you can relate it to elevator. Elevators are used to go up the lift, right? So you will not make any difficulty in keeping in mind that what is elevation angle. Elevation angle is related to elevator. Elevators are going up from down. Similarly, now we look at another angle, and the angle is called angle of depression. Suppose this angle is called alpha. So how we define angle of depression? Suppose you are looking from a top place, your eye is here, and suppose a milestone is here on the ground, on the road. This is a milestone, and I am looking down. Then what is the angle made by my eyesight? The line of sight is this line of sight, and we draw a imaginary horizontal line which is just parallel to the ground. This was my ground on which the milestone was lying. If I assume a imaginary line just running parallel to the ground, then the angle made between this imaginary parallel line and the line of sight, which I have now named as alpha, is called the angle of depression. And this angle will be same as I produce this angle, because as per the law of transversals, what I said, that this angle should be equal to this angle, right? Or you can say this angle is equal to this angle, alternate angles. So this is a reverse Z. So reverse Z, these angles are equal, correct? So for remembering the depression, depression is feeling low. When somebody is feeling low, he is called depressed, and that is called coming down. His energies or his spirits are coming down, so it is depression. Now these are the two things we need to remember and the line of sight. Now what how we can measure the angle of elevation or depression? It's a very big question, no? How to measure the angle of elevation or depression? Suppose I have drawn, I'll show you the instrument first. I made one instrument like this. I'll close up and show you. This is what I prepared as a circular double protractor. Semicircle above and semicircle below, both are marked in the degrees from 0 to 180. I have marked only the whole numbers 0, 10, 20 like that, and you can have a bigger circle where you have more graduations. So graduations even up to fractions of degrees or individual 1 to 3 degrees. Now I have also prepared one looking piece, a pipe through which you can look up, and there is an arrow here. This arrow is a pointer which will point to the angle in which measurement I am looking. Now let me draw one figure. So I take a measurement of some measurements here. This is 20. Again I draw another line of 20. It is here. And then I draw a dotted line along this hypotenuse. This is a dotted line. Now it's a triangle which is 90 degree here. This measurement I have drawn 20. This is also 20. These are all known to us. Why I have done known to us? Because I want to show you how effectively I can measure with this instrument. Now this angle will be theta. Now to calculate the tan theta, we know the ratio what we have defined earlier. Tan theta is perpendicular divided by base, P over B. Both are equal to 20. So the value is 1. And as per the last class, we know how to find the value of tan theta is equal to 1. So here we can say that measuring angle theta is tan inverse of 1, which is 45 degree, where sine and cos both are equal is 45 degree, 1 by root 2, 1 by root 2, and when you divide sine theta by cos theta, you get a ratio called 1, which is tan theta equal to 1. Here it is 1, and 1 refers to 45 degree. So now this measurement should be 45 degree. So let us see how we will find it out. This is the indigenized instrument to measure the angle, and this is the looking pipe or the microscope or telescope, whatever you say, telescope to look at the point, right? I'll show you how we can do it. You should have a hinge here where you can just swivel it. Swiveling can be done at the center point. So what I am doing, I am trying to fix the center point to this. So this is the center point I have fixed. Now make the 0, 0 along with the horizontal line. So this is the 0, 0. So I put the 0, 0 line like this, and then look from this direction to the top of it. So the line which is pointing down is coming to 45 degree. You will verify when you look at your end. So this line is 45 degree. So this instrument is very useful, and it is based on the theory of physics which is called light travels in a straight line. Light travels in a straight line. So I can put one more object here and coincide this head with the tip of it to make it more accurate. If I look from here, right, and I simply look at this point, then my vision can get digress, no? It can go wide. If you look like this from a pipe, what will happen? If your eyesight is here, you will have a conical view. The whole view will come. So to make it more concentrated, I put one more pin here or an object, pointed object, so that the head of this and the tip of this should coincide in one line. Then as per the theory of light, the experiments of reflection and refraction, you can make it in a straight line. So this is how we measure the angles. Further, I'll explain you few of the topics in my next session. Thank you for watching.